So let's take a look at this first picture on here. Do you think, based on this picture, that you would add a speech bubble or a thought bubble? What do you think? Mariana, what do you think?
A thought bubble.
Why?
Because he's like thinking that he's like, how am I supposed to make a house out of sticks?
So you already know what you wanted to say. So you know what? Do you remember, how do we add the thought bubbles?
You put
Oh,
a circle
yes.
and a circle and another circle.
Okay, and then what do you add?
A big bubble.
Right, and you know what? I want to ask people something, because this is what I sometimes see. Sometimes I see people do something like this. Is that going to be enough room for writing that big thought? Our writing right now, a lot of us are still kind of big on writing. And that's okay. It's absolutely fine for it to be big. Oh no, oh, sorry. I pressed something. My fault. So it's okay for us to be big. But that means we need to add a great big bubble. So the bigger, the better. Now, it's okay because we'll have lots of room there to do our writing and not squish all our letters together so we can't read them. Now, even in a thought bubble, we start at the top and we left to right, left to right, left to right, up and down. So, you said that the pig was probably thinking, how
am I supposed to make a house out of sticks?
So I'm going to start this one. I'm going to start with a capital H. Ha, ow. Then I need to leave a
Space.
Now, some of you are leaving spaces, and you're kind of putting your finger like this, and there are spaces there, but the letters look still so squished together that I can't tell that they're spaces because the space is so tiny. So let's make sure that our spaces are maybe even a little bigger than a finger. Like maybe we want to even use like 2 fingers. So how am I, and then let's see if Mariana can come up and do the rest. She's going to talk it through with us. So how am I supposed? Oh, she's really trying to sound it out. Supposed. And you can see her mouth moving as she writes it to show us that she's thinking. How am I supposed? Then she's going to leave a space. And she's going to remember to leave those bigger spaces so we can really tell that there's a space. How am I supposed to? And then we're going to build. Build. And let's see if we can try to keep it in kind of a line. So because this one went slanted a bit, let's come down a little bit more. And let's see if we can try to keep it a little straighter in our line. House. House. And look how she's using lowercase letters in the middle of her sentence. House. Out. How am I supposed to build a house? Out. So she's going to leave another space. Oh, God bless you. Out.
Mr. Carey, please contact 102, Mr. Carey.
Out. Of. I think of is a popcorn word.
OF is of. OF
Is,
of.
how do you spell it?
O-F
is of. Okay, so out of.
How am I supposed to
Build a house out of sticks. So let's go to the next line to give us lots of room. Look how she's really spaced it so it's easy to read.
I don't like seeing that word.
How am I supposed to build a house out of sticks? Okay. And what goes on the end of a question?
A question mark. Is that really how you're supposed to?
It's very close. Sticks is one of those funny words that has the C and the K, but she's used her sounds and she's really sounded it out, including hard words like supposed. And I don't mind when we sound out words like supposed and build and house and sticks, especially when we spell our sight words, our little popcorn words correctly, like to and and of. So I can see that we're really putting those words correctly. Okay, so how am I supposed to build a house out of sticks? Okay, so someone might want to say something different. If they do, they could click to the next page. If it's hard for them to reach, you can use the little arrow down here, the forward arrow, and you can move between.
Other stick.
Right. Now, if I was going to look at this one, I might have how many different people thinking or talking?
Three. No, 4.
How many?
4.
Right. Do you think that I would have room here to do all of their thought bubbles?
No.
So maybe we could just do one at a time. So we have enough extra pages that we could do one thought bubble on this page, one on this page, one on this page, and keep going. Or in this case, we might even want to do some talking bubbles. Can somebody think of something that either they think the person should be like a speech bubble, should be saying, or something they should be thinking? What do you think? What might one of the pigs or the wolf might be saying, or what might they be thinking?
Say it.
Well, let's look here. What could be going in their head? Aiden?
A soft bubble.
Okay. And which one would you add a thought bubble to?
To purple pig.
Okay. And what do you think he's thinking?
I think he's going to. I don't know. I think.
Can somebody look in here think about what that purple pig might be thinking? Sarah?
That's gonna go inside the house.
So what would you put in the thought bubble? What would you do?
I'm gonna go inside the house.
We better go inside the house? Okay. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then a great big. Try to do it as big as we can while still writing it. Okay? So I'm going to start at the top. What kind of letter do I start with?
Capital.
Okay. How do I spell we?
W-E.
Okay. We. And because it was like the very top, it might be hard to reach. Sarah, would you like to come and try to do the rest? And she's going to try those lowercase letters. She's going to try to leave the spaces. We. Bet. We are go.
Wait. Oh, G is go.
Going.
I-N.
I-N-G. We are going.
In. I-N.
The. T-H-E is the. T-H-E is the. T-H-E. T-H-E is the. We are going in the house. And what goes at the end of a sentence, Sarah? Now, let's just look here for a couple minutes. Does somebody see something here that we might go back at the end to edit? Because she's got all the right thinking. She's tried to leave some good spaces in between. It's kind of hard to write in a straight line on the smartboard, but she's tried. Someone see something here they might go back and fix.
The I at the end. It's supposed to be a lowercase.
Oh, the I is lowercase. Well, what isn't lowercase?
The N.
Okay, so why don't you pick another color and just cross it off? Because when we edit, it's okay to cross things off. Okay, so can you make the lowercase n for us? Right above it? Perfect. Anybody else is saying that if they were going to edit, they might go back to change? Shyla?
The move THE is the.
Oh, well, you know what? It's okay there. She's got, I understand you're thinking move a little bit more of a space. Yeah, but it's not bad. But there seems to be a,
Right here.
what's wrong?
It's a double. It's a lowercase. It's a uppercase.
And what should it be?
A lowercase.
Okay, make the edit.
I see another
And, Dibia?
problem. Actually, the G got a bigger one.
What? Oh, they're reversed. You figured it out. Oh, now hold on, Divya. You can't use your hand and the thing at the same time because it confuses the smartboard.
There's a different one too.
Oh, you can only put one mark at a time. So, here. No, see, your hand is going here. There we go. Now, can you do the G?
Uppercase.
Right, it's like hide the hand. Do you see something else?
The in go, there's not supposed to be a W.
Oh, so she knows with going that you don't necessarily have to add a W. Although it kind of sounds like go and wing together, doesn't it? So, oh, did you just erase? I was just going to get you to cross it off, but that's okay.
It just go like that.
Okay, so we have going. Does someone see something else? Divya corrected this G. Anybody else notice something? Yes?
And that G.
Would you like to come and give it a try? G's are hard because we want to put the tail on the wrong side. Don't erase it. It's okay. Just cross it off because when we edit, it's fine to cross off. Excellent. Just gives us another turn. Now, where do we put the tail? Awesome.
They said a lot
So,
of crossing off.
We are going in the,
House.
you know what? Crossing off and making changes is a very grown-up thing to do when we fix our writing. So there's no problem with going back again and making some changes. It tells us that we want to do even better.